Hey guys, Gray again. Gonna go through a little tutorial of the vehicles in Ranch Sim. This is not gonna be in depth, as to what you can do, how you can stack stuff, how you can make it fit more if you want that kind of stuff. Um, all I can tell you is experiment. I did not bring the UTV over here because you know what that is already. And you're going to see quite a bit of it in videos that I do. But I did kind of want to spawn all these in and go over them individually, pros, cons. Um, we'll start off with this little guy right here. This is the ATV, not the UTV, the ATV. It does have a rack on the back and on the front. Yes, you can put things on the racks. Okay. Um, Sounds pretty cool. Driving is not too bad. Corner's pretty fair. Stops pretty quick, goes in small spots. Great for the hunter. But like I said, you're real limited on how much you can carry. Okay. Let's go to the least, what I think is the least usable. And I mean, if you're on a budget, and you need something to carry more than, a couple of bags of fertilizer, or not fertilizer, but wheat. Yeah, this thing has a top rack. It will carry some stuff. Kind of sounds, it's kind of hanky, but hey, it's a car. Don't know many farmers that would own one. Yeah, it drives like the rest of them. Pretty touchy on the A and D keys, but that's the car. Don't know if I would ever buy one. They really need to come up with something better for this one, as far as I'm concerned, because I don't know any ranchers that buy cars. Mostly it's country Cadillac, pickup truck. I guess it would be okay in a pinch if you lost your UTV for some reason. It would be okay in a pinch. It would carry probably about the same, if not a little more than a UTV. But once again, not my first choice. This is the SUV. Notice everything comes in V's nowadays. Lighting package on it's not, super spectacular, but, stock, it's pretty cool. It's got 4 headlights, or 6 headlights, excuse me. It's got a bunch of headlights on it. Actually, I can count more. There's 8. Does put out quite a bit of light. In the fog, it's not very useful. Once again, it's got them real heavy-duty brake lights. I mean, yeah, them boogers are bright. Don't know who you're signaling to, but once again, fairly decent motor. Kind of weird sounding. But, hey, it is what it is. I guess they couldn't find one that, I don't know. If I had a car that sounded like that, I'd take it to the shop. But anyhow, it is what it is. Not a bad deal. It's got a roof rack. You can't get into the back of it, for added storage. You're kind of stuck on top. Getting on top is kind of a pain in the neck, but you can get up here. But yeah, not my first choice. Let's go over to the little pickup first. The little pickup has a roof rack. Yes, it can store stuff up there. And yes, it's got a bed. Uh, I would call this a step up from the UTV. Would be the first step up. You know, kind of sounds like the lawnmower, doesn't it? You know, when it first starts up. But it runs, you know, pretty decent. Standard lighting. It's kind of bright. Does pretty good, you know, for 2 headlights. Nothing spectacular. And we're going to go through and customize all these real quick so you can see what the customizations look like. Kick those headlights off. This is the Bruiser pickup. Kind of a nice little rig. I mean, you know, it's your typical full-size pickup. Kind of healthy on the sound. I like that. That never gets old. Yeah. Kind of a little bit of a hefty dude. Not a bad sounding engine. Lights. Typical too. I mean, you know. Typical too. Excuse me. It has 2, 4, 6. I digress. And some side lights, which don't point out to the side. But it's still, you know, the typical lighting pattern. Game lighting pattern. Not bad. Can carry quite a bit. I mean, you can pretty much stack all you want in that bed. The fender wells, and I'm going to show you these. Turn on my headlamp. Has a drop tailgate. So does the little one. They both have drop tailgates. Can't stack anything on the tailgate, but makes it easier getting up and down. The fender wells kind of are a hindrance on both of them because you can't stack stuff on the fender wells in this one unless it's real small. I perched a bag of wheat up on one of the fender wells in there, and it was pretty tough to get it to lock. This one has the diamond plate back end, a little more rugged, doable. And then we have the Behemoth box truck. Oh, by the way, these guys are the only ones that can handle livestock along with the UTV. The UTV, you can get 1 pig in it, okay? Maybe 2, depending on how, you know, you do your thing, but I've only carried 1 in it. I've not tried 2. I don't think it can carry 2, but it does carry 1, even full grown. So, you know, go figure. This one will hold 2 pigs. I believe it's 2 pigs. That one will hold 2 pigs or a pig and a cow. I don't think this one will hold a cow. I'm not positive. Let's run over here and look at the spec sheet. I don't want to miss. Closed? Oh no, that was rude. Oh well, it's 2200. I mean, they got to go home. You know, it's 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night. But anyhow, let's look at the big Bruiser. I know what it'll hold and what it'll do. This thing will hold 4 pigs, 4 cows, either or, not both. Maximum of 4 large animals. You can fit about 20 chickens in here, and a few bags of feed. I've had 20 chickens in the back of one of these. It will hold it. You know, start locking them in rows of 5. It'll hold it. Carrying capacity, I have not figured out what the carrying capacity of it is because I haven't found it yet. And I've loaded it down pretty hefty. It's got a fair sized fuel tank and stock lights. I mean, you know, it's got nice rear lights. It's got those same bright brake lights. Doesn't have, you know, a lot of upgrades to it yet, but let me turn my headlight off. It doesn't have a lot of upgrades to it. I have yet to figure out where the headlights are coming from because these two are not lit. Neither are the ones in the bumper, but that's something the devs may want to toy with. But does sound typical truck, you know, diesel engine. You can change the color of it. It does not have, you know, roof rack crap like that. It doesn't need it. But it is very handy for hauling a lot of product. You can carry 4 pigs, like I said, grown or fresh purchase. You know, so if you want to bring them over to the general store still live and then pop them in the truck and then pop the meat out, that's, you know, feasible. Or you can fit a crap ton of meat in it. It's not very useful for hunting. You kind of get tangled up in the trees and stuff. It's mostly, you know, for the ag part of life. But you can change the color of it. And I saw where a guy was PO'd because he couldn't change the color of it. And I figured out what he did wrong. So we're going to go through this with a white vehicle. Okay, same with a black one. When you get in here, okay, notice your saturation is way down. Turn it up. You can change color. Okay, we're going to turn this guy into big red. There we go. That's kind of a nice color red. Alright, way red. Notice no options up here. We're going to upgrade it. Exit. Notice a nice red color. Pretty cool looking. When you leave the shop, your car automatically will start. Okay, there's a deer out there begging to die. We're going to put big red over here. It's not real forgiving on the dirt road, but hey, it works. So you can customize its color. This one I'm not sure about the upgrades, but it does come in with a radio in it, so you don't have to you know, go buy a radio for it. It's got one in it. Anyhow, start it up. Let's go pull this one in the bay and see what kind of upgrades we can get for it. Can't get over that. That sounds like a Batmobile engine. Can't get over that engine. No upgrades. We can change colors. Once again, your saturation is how it's going to work out. Let's make this one. Ew. Kind of a copper color. Something like that. See what the brightness does to it. Anyhow, you can do whatever you want to do. There's a dark black. It's kind of wicked looking. Or you can go a real lime. I'm a red fiend. Or blue. The blue in this is kind of, I don't know. It's not, kind of goes from periwinkle. There's no real cobalt blue in this. Let's see if we can get a little better blue. There we go. That's better. So we're going to make that one blue. Not a bad, you know, color. So, you know, your color change is pretty much whatever you want. You can spend hours in there, you know, making it brighter, darker, more saturated. I'm not going to bother trying to upgrade the car because I know there are no upgrades. I already drove it in the shop just to see. This little guy I'm not sure of, so we're going to go do him next. Still sounds like that lawnmower. I'm waiting to hear the lawnmower turn on. No upgrades up here. But yeah, we can change color. And let's make him red too. I like him red. Let's bring down the brightness. We're gonna make him a dark red. There we go. And if you notice my money up there, yes, I did use a cheat engine to get enough money to show you guys this. It was kind of a touch and go thing, and I didn't know how many times I hit the button, so I hit it quite a few, and I got a shit ton of money. Now, for this pickup. This one, I know there's upgrades for. I mean, it looks fantastic when it's upgraded. Also, it's, you know, pretty cool. Now, if you notice, extras are up here. You either get all or none. Kind of a lame excuse, but whatever. The roof rack you can use adds more storage. I think the bull bumper looks cool. Anyhow, to change color, get your saturation again. You know, because if you don't move your saturation and your brightness, you're not going to get the color you want. And we're going to make this one a nice candy apple red. I like red. Also like blue. Let's see what. Oh, now that stands out. Purple. Ooh. This thing looks great in cobalt blue. And you can reset. If you make a mistake, you can reset. Let's turn the saturation all the way up, because we want it a very, we don't want aqua, we want cobalt. There we go. And we're going to get the roof rack and all. Jump out of there. That was just a quick, you know, quick let's look at it type. That deer is asking to die. So let's put the pickup out here. This guy looks really cool. Let's throw some light on him. It may be too much. But that blue, it's almost a purple. It is a purple in the light. The light doesn't do it justice. Anyhow, it's a really cool looking dark blue. I mean, there it looks like it's supposed to. It is a little bit purple, but not real bad. But that's the pickup. Okay. You know, cool looking winch. Doesn't work. It's got a ton of lights on it, but guess what? The only thing that lights up are the front lights, the normal lights. All the extra lights don't work. Kind of stinks. You got all that light and can't use it. Oh well. And that deer is just begging to die. Oof. That's hard to take. Anyhow, that's pretty much the lineup. This does not have any upgrades either. I mean, you're just kind of stuck with it. You can change the color. I didn't see any upgrades I don't know that if you can put a radio on it. Nope. There's no upgrades. You can change the color, but you're kind of stuck with it. I kind of like it the green that it is. So I'm going to go ride in an ATV or a UTV. I want it to be camouflaged. I wish they'd come out with a camo pattern that you could upgrade to. That would be cool. But there you go. There's the boys. My picks, the little pickup if you're on a budget, the big pickup if you can afford it. I would buy a big pickup and Big Red. And you don't have to call yours Big Red. I just call it Big Red because that's what it looks like. It's a Big Red. You know, there's a big truck. But I digress. Anyhow, my picks would be the little pickup, the big pickup, and Big Red. I don't see any use for either one of the cars, unless, you know, you're going to town or whatever. You know, you're pretending that you're selling real estate or some shit. But anyhow, you know, the ATV is really cool. Only problem is, you know, I mean, if I got an ATV, I want to be able to... Thought I stalled it, didn't you? No, they don't stall. I want to be able to load it up, you know? And this looks like it might fit, but, you know, won't crawl up in there. I wonder, you know, here's a thought, let's try it. Okay, this is not part of the walkthrough, and you do this at your own risk. I've tried doing this with a couple of things, and it's turned out quite badly. But let's, we got a sand pile. I don't think that's going to be good enough. Let's try this. That might work. We'll try it. I don't know that you can get the ATV in there. The UTV won't fit. I already tried it. I tried to get it into the box truck. That was a disaster. When it finally got into the box truck freaked out and went flying all over the place, and I picked it up out of the woods. Nope, ran into it. Won't jump in there. This thing ain't got no traction either. Oh well. Anyhow, another fail. Oh well. Maybe I can jump it in there. Can't get a running start at this pile. Almost makes me think if you used one of these cliffs to drop it in there, might work. I don't know. Something you can play with. I mean, the ATV is only $200. So, you know, you can jack around with it and have some fun with it. Come on, beast. Yeah, mule, up, over. Into the pickup. Come on. Bust. Oh well. Scoop it up. That ain't gonna work. I don't know better. Anyhow, the ATV is quite fun. It will go just about anywhere. I drive it around just to piss off bears. Park the pickup truck and then I stick one of these out in the middle of nowhere. Southeast is the best place to grab bears, boys and girls. If you look on the map, it's kind of evident that's this over here is desolate area, so you know you're gonna find your more dangerous stuff over here. But yeah, this was fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. For those of you who like the video, please leave a like. If you feel so inclined, I'd appreciate a subscription, because hey, I need all the help I can get. But yeah, that's it for this tutorial. Kind of a walkthrough on the vehicles. I'm going to walk through quite a bit of stuff on these videos to get you acclimated in Ranch Sim. This is a rather fun game. It is early access. For those of you looking for a polished game, oh, this guy just wants to die. Oh, this is killing me. Use the pole for camouflage. Should I? Oh, he's on top. That was a missed opportunity. Oh, here he comes. It's a buck, so he's going to take 3 to kill. Here he comes back again. Element of surprise. Element of surprise. Where's he at? Sounds like I was shooting him walking through that sand, but I wasn't. Where'd he go? There he is. Let's get over here. Oh, there's 2 of them. That's a doe. Two. I'm not really wanting to kill her, but you can. And everything's fair in this game. They bounce around so much. I mean, you can't get them still for a straight shot half the time. Always jumping around like a frog on a hot plate. But anyhow, that's the video, guys and girls. Stop for a second, you piece of... Oh, I got you figured out now. You run out there and stop. Thoomph. Dumped. Hey, we can check something. There's a thought. It's a doe, so 1 shot killed her. We did get 3 pieces of meat. I'm going to grab one of these. Somebody said that the deer only give 2 pieces of meat. Whoa! That was funny. I ended up inside the car. It does have a roof rack, and yes, you can put stuff on it. Okay? There, proof. It does have back racks, and yes, you can put stuff on it. There's proof. Pickup truck, everybody knows this thing works, but I want to show you this top rack does accept meat. Okay? It'll accept grain bags, everything else. The car, however, this guy is a little bit of a pain in the neck getting up on. But yes, you can store stuff up here. It's not a real big storage area, but yeah, works. Now, everybody knows you can put stuff in the back. The roof rack on this one's got a pretty fair area. Okay. But yeah, you can use the roof rack now. Before, you cannot put meat on top of the truck. It just won't stick. For those who, and this is something that have to take issue with, I saw a startup video. The guy was just dropping things. Okay, this is, yeah. See? Goes straight through. You stand up in here, and if you drop it, it is not locked. Okay? When you take off, it's going to slide out. And it goes right through the tailgate. Okay? When you place an item, and like I said, it's a little hinky, but I put boards over them. The littler pieces of meat will fit. If you place it like that and you actually get it green, it will accept and it will lock. Let's go over here and get another one. Show you something. These are smaller, I know they are. I grabbed the biggest one first because I'm a pig. Twist it and jiggle it a little bit. Oh, it's lit up. It's lit up. Come on. Voila. Okay, it will fit up on top of that fender well. This one, the little pickup, it's really tough to get things to lock on to the fender. Okay? I mean, it's got to be small. And I mean super small. You can turn it and wiggle it. The only way I've found to put stuff up here is take boards and put them up there. And then you can actually put a row of meat up on it. But you can put it up quite a ways in the corners. Okay? There you go. So just so you see, you know, and the rack on top does accept meat also. It's not really huge, but there you go. You can put it up here too. So, you know, depending on your budget as to which one, you know, you really want. I love that pickup. Took me some grind to get it, but after a whole lot of hunting, and it seems like pigs and hunting are the two money-making industries. I can't make money on eggs. It just doesn't work. $6 a piece for eggs and $35 a piece for meat is a lot different. So yeah, you only get 3 pieces from each deer, 4 pieces from the grizzly bear. But the grizzly bear is way more worth it. Plus they don't run away from you, they run at you. And they will eat you. And then you're stuck with the last save. Also, there is in the general store a sleeping bag or inflatable mattress. So you can actually do a save. It has to be dark. You can do a save when you're out in the boonies. Throw the air mattress up in the back end of the truck and it works. Don't do it in a real dangerous area though. I usually throw mine in the back of the box truck and you can actually catch a nap. But that's it for this video, guys and gals. Like I said, upcoming videos are going to be more tutorials on what you can and can't get away with. And that deer is really begging to die. Should we end the segment with that? Nah, we'll let him live. Anyhow, it's Grey Wolf, or better known as Gray. Y'all have a good one. Night night.